Okay, this week's questions we are going to try to answer while I'm actually driving up the trail. So this blue-black, mostly black at Roush. We'll see if I can get through this while I'm answering the questions for you guys. So you'll see as I'm going through, hopefully out the window, you'll be able to see some of the terrain, but pretty challenging trail. All right, trail repair class. Would the trail repair class enable me to fix common breakages provided I have spare parts? Well, the trail repair class is designed that if you break something on the trail, it is the tips and techniques to duct tape and bubble gum your vehicle back together to get to the parking lot, trailhead, office, what have you. It's not necessarily the mechanical, how to completely repair your vehicle so you can drive it home on the side of the trail. So if you have spare parts, of course, it's always good to take the time to fix it right and fix it so you can keep driving, keep having fun, and drive it home. But the trail repair class is more about duct taping and bubble gumming it together to get you out of the woods. So you don't have to leave the vehicle to go for parts. So if you don't carry parts, and what commonly happens is the parts you bring are not the parts you break. Unless you know for sure you're commonly breaking one thing, usually it's the parts you bring are not the ones that actually break. All right, next question. Between a stock JK up through a modified JK with, say, axle upgrades, bigger tires, suspension lift, things like that, what are the common breakages? Well, the common breakages have to go with your driving style and how you built or modified your vehicle. If you are always replacing weak links, you're always chasing weak links somewhere else. Well, till you get your vehicle completely ironed out to where you get past all those weak links, there's always something. So every vehicle is going to be different, especially with modifications and things you do where it chases the weak link. But it also comes down to your driving. And that's what we really push a lot of is if you're a sensible, safe, slow, and easy driver, you're going to break a lot less parts. The more aggressive you are, the more you're going to damage things. So become the better driver first, and then start working on the weaker links. Closest repair shops to the park. Well, there's quite a few around, but there's a lot of ones that are in a bind that you go to, and there's some that you go to because they're quality. EMS Off-Road, EPN Service Center, and a couple of the others in the area are great places that will help you. But a lot of them also have to do with what day of the week it is, what time of the day it is it the weekend, what have you, how bad did you break, how soon do you need it back. There's a lot of variables that go into it, but there are a lot of good shops. But certain places will recommend certain ones that may offer discounts or take care of people in certain ways, or even have the spare parts on hand. So again, it's all pertinent to what actually happened, where you're at, and what you need. But there are a lot of good shops around. What is a tag-along? Well, what we have as tag-alongs is for our training classes. If you've already taken a certain training class, but you have a friend or a family member that wants to go out on one of those, but wants you to go along, or you want to be with them while they're out on their trail experience, we allow tag-alongs for somebody who already took the class to be there with and for their family member, but yet do not have to pay the full price of a class again if they've already taken it. So we basically charge enough to cover the expenses for the day, insurance, things like that for that participant, and that is what a tag-along is. We allow you to be in the back of the group and participate with your family member. Now I'm going to turn my lockers on for just a short distance here. This is why I like having my ARB lockers, because I can turn them on when I need for just a very short spot, and then I turn them right back off. Just enough to help me at one little spot, but then I can turn them back off and go off a driving skill. All right, and our last question, what books or videos would we recommend people watching or reading before they go off-roading? Honestly, a lot of the books and videos out there are not only for entertainment value, but they're very dependent on the area you're in. So they may not pertain to your certain geography or your certain type of terrain. So there's not one that I could say, hey, read this. There's, like, Moses Liddell has a lot of different books. There's recovery books, there's driving books, there's vehicle type books. Honestly, learn your vehicle well and learn how to drive it. Those are the key things. And you can watch videos and you can read books, but take each one with kind of a grain of salt. You don't want to look at each video as this is the gospel, this is exactly what I need, this is everything and anything. Because some of it could be there for the comedy of it, especially with this trend of people wanting to live out of the vehicle, travel around, and get subscribers. So some of the stuff may be more comical than educational. So just watch with that. There are a lot of good ones out there, but there's also a lot of bad ones out there. So the best thing to do is take a good quality certified training course, where it's a certified trainer giving you the course, and you can learn a lot there. But get out, play around with the stuff, be cautious, and be careful. You hear the truck behind me just lightly touched a rock, but like I said, we are on a blue-black trail at Roush. All right, thank you everyone for the questions. I'm actually going to hop out and spot this driver. If you have any more questions, feel free to email them over to offroadinstruction@gmail.com or get a hold of us on any of our social media. We can answer any of the questions again per week on what everybody has and what everybody's looking for. Let us know. Thank you.